welcome, one and all. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, all of you all, to the Mobile Salons sponsor, MrHairArt Show. I am your host, Ronnie Mac. You guys know me as MrHairArt and Coach. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live right now, live in full effect in the studio. And we're broadcasting from multiple different channels all at the same time. We're broadcasting to YouTube. We're broadcasting to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, Discord, Mobile on our website, TikTok, Kick, all those, Triple H, Charity, uh, Triple Hair Art TV. We're broadcasting to a whole bunch of platforms, all at the same time, and all up under MrHairArt. So you can go to any of those broadcasts, any of those platforms, and you can watch us live broadcasting this show to you all. So that is super, super awesome, and we are proud of that system. It cost a lot, and we had to actually put a ton of effort aside from the monies and finances and everything that it took to get here. There was a lot of effort and a lot of learning to implement this system and get it up and running for you all. So it is now up and running. So we are super happy. All right. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. If you're not in, come on in. If you are in, settle in. So we can get started. Let's rock and roll. We got several different things to cover today. So I wanted to make sure that we get these items, at least these items, because y'all know I like to write the stuff down on my sticky notes and cover the items that we have coming up and make sure that everybody is aware of what's happening, not just in the Mobile Salon program, but also in the bus program, the school, the advertising sponsorship program. Just a bunch of different things that's going on all at the same time. So I want everybody to kind of be aware. This show, ladies and gentlemen, this show is the show that you would tune into to get the information that you need straight from the horse's mouth about the Mobile Salon program. I get a ton of emails and a ton of text messages and contacts from people wanting to know what's going on and have questions about this and about that. Absolutely fine. We love to answer questions and to go one-on-one with you guys and pretty much take care of the information that you all are requiring or needing. But it needs to be efficient. It needs to be effective. So that's why we created this show. So if you have or had questions, which I had a lot of questions come through on my phone, there are several people that had questions. Really, I mean, I'm talking every single day. People are coming through and they're having questions about how to get into the program, how much it costs, how does it work, just everything about Mobile Salons and Mobile Salon Buses. So at first it was fine. Just to, somebody called and say, hey, how much is a bus? And hey, how does your financing work? Hey, how does the program work? What is this all about? How does this work? All of that. It was fine to give that information and continue, going down the road with explaining it to people. But then the second person called and they're asking the same question. And then the third person called and then, how much is the bus? How does it work? How does the financing work? How does it? And it's the same question, and then a fourth and a fifth. And then when you get to the 15th and 16th, 17th person that's calling and asking the exact same question, it has not changed. It has not changed. It's the exact same question. They don't know that they're asking the same question that 20 other people have asked on the previous phone call. They don't know that. Only thing they know is that they're calling you right now and they'd like to get the answer to this question that's burning them up. That's it. They don't know that you've answered this question 15 times. They don't know that. They just know that they have a question and it's new to them. It's new to them, and they want to ask it, and there you go. So I try to be as flexible and as respectful as possible when I let people know that, listen, this is not the first time that I've heard this. This is not the first time someone has asked me this question. This is not the first question that has been posed to me about mobile salon buses and how it has been your dream and you've been wanting it for a long time and all that. That's probably every other phone call. Just to be, quite honest, that's everybody says pretty much the same thing, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It needs to be your dream. It's supposed to be your dream, but it's only when you act like someone else's is supposed to be their dream as well. It's not. When you're talking to someone and you're saying, "Hey, man, I told you this was my dream, and now here it is. So hand it here. Give it to me because it's been my dream. So give it to me." That's not how this works. Okay, there's work involved. You're gonna have to clock in. Okay, you're gonna have to put some work into it to actually make this thing work. So that was amongst the first things that I was privy to. I told you guys yesterday when we were starting this whole program of answering questions over the phone, or answering questions over the show rather. So you're able to text me questions, text me information, chat with me, send in emails or what have you for the questions that you have. And if it wasn't a personal question that needed to be answered directly, or if it was an answer or a question that other people will benefit from the answer as well. Okay, that's what the parameters are for this show. The 6 o'clock show is for me coming on and then answering any questions that people may have, so that I can deal with them directly and also help other people because they may have the same question that you have. So several questions that came in. How much is the school? The school doesn't cost anything. So the person that asked that, I didn't write the person's name down for this one, but they was asking how much is the school. The school doesn't cost anything. It's $5,000 to get into the program. That $5,000 is your deposit. Okay, you're basically putting up a deposit that goes towards, or that is applied towards, your mobile salon bus. That's what gets you into the school. You can't just sign up into the school and start the school without your deposit. You have to have a deposit down because that deposit lets us know that you're serious about the program and you're not just wasting our time. Okay, because that has happened quite a lot. There's a lot of people that either do not have the money, do not have the funds, or just is not interested or is not dedicated to move forward in this program. Those are the individuals that we actively look for to make sure that they do not move forward in this program, that they're not a part of this game, because this is an expensive game. These are $100,000 buses. That's not something that you play games with. You do not put $100,000 bus in the hands of an idiot or a person who's not serious or a person who's not respectful of the program that you are establishing. You make sure that these people respect your game, they understand what they're in, and they're moving forward amicably to be a part of what you're building. If they're not that, then this is not their game. It's nothing personal. Just get the hell out of here and go do something else. Why are you wasting our time and wasting your time playing this game over here when this game has rules? You're not the owner of this game. This game is where someone else is running the show. It's not even my game 100% because I'm using other people's money as well. So this is not my money that we're putting up for these buses at all. I mean, I can pay for, several people's buses, but I'm not going to do that at all. I use other people's money. I use sponsors' money. I use investors' money. I use their monies to pay for you guys to get into buses, to get out there and start working, and then paying on those buses or paying them back. Okay, so that's how we do it. So the school itself does not cost anything. It's actually free to go through the school, but you must have a deposit in for the Mobile Salon Bus, and that deposit towards the bus. You don't lose it. It doesn't evaporate into the school or certain services or fees or whatnot. Matter of fact, we have 100% money back guarantee, which says if you are unsatisfied or dissatisfied with the program, when you complete the school, if you say, "Hey, this is not for me. I really don't want to do this," or I'm out, you are able to request your money back in the form of refund and exit the program and literally just get your money back. Nobody has that. We're the only company probably in existence that says you can go to school, learn what you need to learn, get into the whole program. And if this program does not work for you, if it's not for you, you can just get your money back. Nobody has that. We're the only ones who have something that's strategic and that real, because we don't want to work with anyone that doesn't want to work with us. We don't want to participate or have anything to do with anybody that is not 100% in with what we're doing. Okay, so if you're not in, just keep your money in your pocket and go do something else. you gotta mess around with us. Go play with other people. Do other things. Start your own business. And do your thing. Even though this is starting your own business over here, it's just you're starting with partners. You're starting with people that is a network. Is a actual group of companies that are coming together to work together to assist in each other's actually making it. Okay, that's what this program is about. Okay. Also, there was also a question about watching the show. This show comes on at 6:00 Central Standard Time. It was a question. Watching video. What time does the show come on there in Atlanta? Okay, so this show. These are actual questions. It doesn't matter. These are the questions that people asked, and they were asking yesterday, and then I have questions that people were asking today. So I'm going over those questions. The show starts at 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we're in Dallas, Texas. So whatever that time is compared to your time, then just gauge it off our time in comparison to your time. Okay, so if it's 5 o'clock wherever you are and 6 o'clock where we are now, then you need to tune in at 5 o'clock, because that's when I'll be live. So you'll be able to come in live. Same thing, California, New York, Miami, wherever you are, the time difference is going to be different. So it needs to be 6 o'clock my time, Central Standard Time. Then whatever that time is, your time, then gauge it from there. Okay, so you can't come in at 6 o'clock your time and you're in Atlanta, or you're in California, whenever the time difference is, and you're actually 2 hours apart. You're going to be either ahead of the show or late to the show. So just kind of stake those differences. It's kind of weird that I have to explain that, but you do have to explain this type of stuff. And I don't mind explaining it, so long as I don't have to explain it 52 times. I can explain it one time here, maybe a couple of times. That's fine. But because you're hitting so many people at the same time, some people may not get it, and now they do, and they didn't even have to ask the question. So that's the beauty of it. Okay. Who do we have in the house here, guys? We got Danielle in the house. What's up, Danielle? Smokey Joe, what's up, Smoke? What's happening? Welcome into the show. Thank you, sir, for coming in. We got Antoinette is in. Hey, Antoinette, how are you? Welcome in. Miss Rosemary. Hey, Miss Rosemary is in the house. That's my buddy. Miss Rosemary is in. We got, let's see over here. Actually, I was looking over here to see if Kenny was in on Instagram, and I do not see him in. Okay, down here, LinkedIn, I see Joseph The Wire. What's up, Joe? Crazy Ace is in. What's up, Crazy Ace in the house? Y'all let me know where y'all watching from as well, if you don't mind, so I'll know where y'all watching from and kind of can gauge that time as well. Passport Bros is in the house. What's up, Darnell? Darneezy is in. Miss Veronique is in the house. Miss Veronique Scott, how are you? Welcome in. That's my buddy too right there. She says grace and gratitude, and she says I'm currently driving to a client, yet I am in attendance. All right, that's my girl. That's what I'm talking about. When you got dedication and you rocking and rolling and doing your thing, it will be rewarded. I can tell you that. Whether it be by me, whether it be by the Almighty or the spirits or somebody, it's going to be rewarded because you're handling your business and doing what you're supposed to be doing to further your business. That's what that means. That's how that works. It doesn't matter if you're doing it and don't nobody see. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing for your business, and that is what dictates good business. It differentiates good business from bad business. It differentiates the heroes and the gangsters from the people who don't know what they're doing and they need to go sit down. It's a real thing. So I applaud all of you guys for coming in and kicking it with us. I see quite a few people in, but it does not show everybody's name that's actually watching. It just shows a number that's watching. So if you're watching and it does not show your name or you have not mentioned or put in a chat, I appreciate you guys for coming in. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys register and like and subscribe to the channel and come back and visit as often as you can, because we got some crazy things coming up. We got some crazy things happening, and it's going to be very live moving forward with this new program and getting into the mobile salon business and basically launching this whole thing to the general public. Okay. This is cool. I had a question about the 100% money back guarantee, and what does that mean? It means exactly what it is. It's 100% money back guarantee. I just touched on it earlier, that if you're not satisfied with the program or there's something that you can't do or won't do, or you're changing it up, once you complete the school, you're able to request 100% money back guarantee, basically exiting the program properly. Early cancellation does not count. If you just quit all of a sudden, that does not count. Okay, you cannot just quit in the middle of school. Hey, just give my money back. It doesn't work like that. Once you sign a contract that says you're going to complete the school, complete the school. Okay, complete the school, and then if it doesn't work for you, if it's not your brand, it's not your cup of tea, you just ask for your request your money back, and we just give you your money back, and you be on your way. So that's the proper way of doing things. So we do have that in place. All right. Let's see. Okay. There was also a question about the salon fundraiser and the setting up of your campaigns on the salon fundraiser. I don't know if I have anybody in that was paying for the salon fundraiser, the campaigns and things to be created. But if you paid, it's only $100, okay, for our designers to design your salon fundraiser campaign. We don't make any money off of that because that's literally just what they pay, and they actually charge more. I've told you guys before, they actually charge more than $100, but we just pay a flat $100, and it's fine. It is what it is, and they're fine with it. So they gather your information, they put it all together, and then they start designing your campaign to put it out there. Guys, this is so hella important. I cannot stress to you. Y'all already see this is a brand new program. This has never been done before. So everything that we're doing, we're in uncharted waters over here. Okay, so everything we're doing is brand new stuff that nobody's ever seen before. So we're trying to make sure that as we execute this thing, we do it properly, and we do it in a manner to where it's going to work for everybody. Okay, we play with live ammunition over here. This stuff is for real business. So we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of investment, worth of connection, worth of dealing with sponsors, investors, the whole 9 yards. It is the real deal. So we just put several, $100,000 into equipment that's going into the building. It is not to be played with, guys. It is serious business. So I make sure that everybody that's coming on board, they understand that, and they know this is what we're doing. As long as they understand, everybody understands this is not something that's been in existence for the last 30 years, even though I've been doing this for 30 years. The business that we are doing right now, meaning mobile salons, has not been in business for 30 years. We're just now starting it, and we're about to launch it. Okay, we're about to launch it in the next couple of months here, officially for the first time to the general public. So that's something that we're diligently trying to get and make sure that we get it correct. As we launch this thing, it turns into a really, really big thing. But your program, your actual salon fundraiser program is extremely important because that's essentially your bank account. Okay, that's how we keep track of how much you've paid in. You are able to keep track of how much you paid in, where you're there. You don't have to call and say, hey, how much do I got left on my bus? How much have I paid into this account? What do I have to pay? How much do I pay? None of that. It all pops in and shows up on your salon fundraiser. If someone gives you an extra $5 or $10, it goes towards your bus. And you can see that. You may not even know this person. And they've given you $5, $10, $20, $100, $1,000. It doesn't matter. Whatever they've given you, you can actually see it because it'll pop up right there on your salon fundraiser campaign. So that's how important it is. And I've told you all before, the more elaborate, the more explanative, the more information that you're giving to people from your campaign, the more opportunity you have for not just your family and friends and customers and whatnot to give to you, to support you, to help you pay for your mobile salon bus, but strangers, individuals who come into our campaign, to come into our website that want to support, that come in and they just give monies to support. Y'all see this stuff in YouTube all the time, on Facebook all the time, on Instagram, on all these different platforms where they'll do what's it called, super chats, and they'll give you keys or different memberships and all this. All this stuff costs money, and they're giving it to you because they like you. They like your content. They like what you stand for. They like what you're doing. That's what that is. That's what our campaign is. People are like, why would anybody give anybody money? Go to YouTube and why don't you take a look and see? Go into Patreon and watch and see people just giving you money because they like you. They like what you stand for. They like what you're working on, the program, the project. They like your content. Hell, you could have content that you put out and you do your thing, and now they have a way to come in and actually support you other than just saying, hey, you're doing a great job. They can actually put some money towards your vision, towards your goal. And that's not charity, that's support. I try to keep this in the minds of people. That's not charity. Even though charity is fine. Hell, I got a charity. I got two charities. Charity is fine, but that's not charity. That's support. Okay? When you giving someone the ability to support you in what you're doing in your endeavors, people like that. People that helps people to strive to do for you and to be there for you, especially if they know that, hey man, if they're in your neighborhood or they're in your zone and they can give to you to help that bus become a reality, and now one of your rewards or one of your perks for your campaign is, hey, you give us money, you help to support this bus and make it a reality, I'm gonna come and hook you up. I'm going to put you on my list. You're going to be on my VIP list. That means when you call on me, I'm going to set you up a schedule and I'm coming in and I'm going to hook you up. You're coming right on board the bus and I'm going to get you hooked up. That's some awesome stuff. What's up, Ant Clipping? We got a ton of people that are coming in and wanting to know everything about the Mobile Salon buses, and this is how we're getting that information to you. Miss Q is in the house. Hey, Miss Q. She said, I paid. Okay, so so for the salon fundraiser, absolutely. So if you pay the $100 for them to set up your account, they probably send you emails and say, hey, fill in these questions, and they take it slow. They say, hey, fill in this information, get it back to us. We wrap it up and put it together, put a little bow on it, and then they send you the next email and say, okay, now fill out this information. You fill that out and send it back in, and they put that where it needs to be, and they say, okay, now fill out this. And they keep going back and forth so that it doesn't overwhelm you, because they could send you a long-ass email with a whole bunch of questions that could be overbearing and just overwhelm you, because it's just a lot of work. It's like being in college or something. But this way, they're giving you just piece by piece, kind of hand feeding you, making sure that you can knock this thing out and not have an overwhelmed feeling about it. So that it works extremely well. We're unloading the rest of the clients into the school, into the salon fundraiser. So we'll be launching that as well here in the next couple of days. All right. What's up, old school? Mobile Barbers is in the house. Phil is in the house, y'all. That's Philip Colley. That's my boy. Jason Turner's in the house. What's up, Jason? Jason is in here kicking it with us. What's up, Jake? All right. Miss Vernique says, at a light and very excited. Miss Veronique is driving right now and she's watching the show already. That's dedication for you. And I absolutely love it. Antoinette, what's up? Antoinette said, I have a question. What is your question? Don't just put, I have a question. Actually state the question too. She said, I have a question. I guess she's waiting on me to say, okay, well, go ahead and what your question. Go on and ask it. Ask when you say you got a question, put that after that. No problem whatsoever. Jay Osanik, I believe. Jay Osanik is in. How are you? That name, that's a name right there. Jay Osanik is in the house. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Okay. All right. Okay, they want a commercial, but I'm gonna tap into this next thing, and then we'll go into a commercial and be right back. I also had a question. Yesterday's show, somebody was asking how much would it be to do the whole program by themselves? Meaning how much to build a bus and set up the whole thing. And I actually wrote that out for my accountants. I said, hey, I know an answer. I have an answer for myself that I have researched and checked myself, but I asked the accountants to give me a number that they have gotten, and they got me a number this morning, and I said, oh shit, that's crazy here. But essentially what you're looking at is, if you were to do your own mobile salon bus, which I do not recommend you do, it's just hell. It's just extremely hell right now, and there's so many rules and regulations, and they're changing. They're constantly upgrading and changing the rules and regulations, and we're battling with a lot of these states right now because some of these rules is just, to be, for lack of better words, dumb. I mean, some of it is really, really dumb. So we have to kind of battle with them back and forth to get it, understood and make sure that they're not doing anything that's going to hurt our industry. But the numbers consisted of, first off, financing a bus. If you're financing a bus like what we create, which is around $100,000, because our buses have everything in it. It's already ready to go. They have restrooms on board. They have hot and cold running water. They have GPS tracking. They have security systems. They're linked to the satellites so that you're not by yourself. If someone is actually literally watching everything around your bus, so that if anything bad happens, you have somebody that has your back. We have panic buttons on board. You press that button, all of the security cameras go live. We can see what's going on. We can actually talk with you back and forth right there on your bus, and we can actually warn somebody if they're beating on the door. We've actually had that happen. Someone's beating on the door because it's a little petite, little stylist that's in an area that it's done got dark, and now here comes some, burly dudes. Hey, open up the door. They look like they was drunk, but they beating on the door. Open up the door. She's able to press that panic button, and we're able to literally talk to her and use the outside speakers to talk to the person and people that's beating on the bus, and tell them, look, we are monitoring. We got cameras. We got your face on camera. We're alerting the authorities that's in your area. They'll be there shortly. If you don't cease and desist, if you don't get up out of there, we're gonna do something to you. So that all of that is in our program. All of that comes with what you're working with our program, with our buses. Not to mention high impact batteries, and we use the lithium ion batteries that are way better for you to use with blow dryers and TV screens and all your clippers and your irons and all of those curling irons by themselves. You got those curling irons that you crank up. They use a hell of a lot of juice. Those dryers use a hell of a lot of juice. You got to be able to supply those with the power. Ton of different stuff that people really don't think about. So all that stuff comes standard in our buses, okay, and with a whole bunch more. Anyway, To finance a bus like that, you're looking at a minimum $100,000. I've had actual people, and I think I said this in a show before. I've had actual people say that they went out and priced a bus and the equipment on the bus. They priced refrigerators and TVs and stations and chairs, all of the wiring, the plumbing, all the stuff. They priced everything, and they came up with around between $150,000 and $170,000 for a standard run-of-the-mill bus that can at least compete with ours. And I say, yeah, you're looking at that plus more on ours because we have a whole bunch more stuff. But that's what their numbers will look like. So unless you got that money in your pocket, listen to me now. Unless you have $100,000 to $150,000 in your pocket, ready to go to just purchase the bus and purchase all the equipment on the bus, and that's not counting licenses, that's not counting permits, that's not counting permissions from different locations to be able to park and do business. That's not counting security emissions, GPS tracking, none of the things that we have on our buses. That's not counting any of that stuff. You're looking at several hundred. You're looking at a couple $100,000 for that bus. But if we just scale it back to just $100,000, just $100,000, which is what my guys did. They said to go out and do a loan from a actual bank to finance a $100,000 bus. You're looking at, even at perfect credit, you're looking at over $1,000 a month. Over $1,000 a month for for financing a bus. They gave me a direct quote from a couple of different financiers that was like $1,500 to finance the bus with perfect credit and business acumen, meaning it'll go through my business to finance it. $1,500 a month. Come on, guys, that's some change. And now that's not including all your incidentals, all of your upkeep, your maintenance, all of the things that you're going to need, your license, tax, all that stuff. You're looking at around $2,000 a month to finance a bus of this caliber and to get all the equipment and all that type of stuff and finance it as well. So we put a conservative number at around $2,000, a conservative number at around $2,000 a month to finance the bus. Now, what about insurance? Insurance was ridiculous. Insurance for this caliber bus on this scale at $100,000, you're looking at anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. And that's with perfect credit. That's with high acumen, which means you have a company to back you up and all that type of stuff. So you could be looking at more than $1,000 a month. Okay, but we'll just put it at $1,000. So with your $2,000 payments and all your accidentals and your insurance at $1,000 a month, you're at $3,000 just with the payments and the insurance. That's it, $3,000. Now, what about gas? Gas gonna cost you too. Gas is not cheap. Y'all know how much these people out here are using on gas right now. They could be using a tank of gas every 1 to 2 days. A tank of gas every 1 to 2 days. And a tank of gas in these buses is $100 or more. $100 or more for a tank of gas. Remember, our sponsors will cover your gas costs. So these types of things is what's in the program. So at $100 or more plus, per every couple of days, dude, that's like $2,000 or something a month in gas. Even if you narrow it down to, instead of $200 every 2 days or 3 days, just put $500 a week. At $500 a week in gas, that's $2,000 a month in gas. Matter of fact, let's slice that in half. We can chop that in half and just make $1,000 a month. It's still ridiculous. You put that $1,000 with the other 3, you're at $4,000 a month just in getting into the bus. Need I go on? It is expensive, guys. It is expensive. You're looking at between $4,000 and $5,000 a month just for the bus. We haven't counted in incidentals. We haven't counted in any type of maintenance, oil changes, tires, any type of licenses, permits, all that stuff is going to cost you. Doing deals with anybody, product accumulation and sale, any type of processing for all of that stuff costs money. Okay, all of that's wrapped up in the entire program, all of it. So instead of paying $45,000 a month, our program has it to where you're getting into the program and you're basically going to work, and there is no payment. There is no monthly payment. There is no, hey, it's time for you to make a payment. Hey, it's $4,000. Hey, you got to pay this and pay that. We don't do that. It's literally just, as long as you out there rolling around, a certain percentage comes out of your services and goes towards making payments for that bus. Whatever the percentage is that you set to go towards the bus, then that's what goes towards the bus. There is no monthly payments. There is no late pays. There is no getting behind. There is no repo man coming and picking up the bus and all that type of stuff. We don't do any of that stuff. As long as you're rolling around doing your thing, making your money, doing services, you're making your payments. Whether you have a low low percentage that comes out and goes towards the bus payments, or a high one that comes out and goes towards making the payments on the bus, that's up to you. You're able to set it wherever you want it to be. Whether you want it high and you can get the bus paid off quickly as possible, even putting your money towards the bus, you can do that. Or you have it set low so you put more money in your pocket. It's going to take you longer to pay off that bus, but you can set your percentage low, and then the payments will go towards the bus, and you pay it off when you pay it off. You just enjoying the benefits of being in a mobile salon program where they're taking care of your insurance, they're taking care of your gas, they're taking care of your maintenance, they're taking care of your appointments and your scheduling. They're actually booking you clients, getting you people in your bus. Because we have our own program where we're booking clients, we're even booking events for you to be able to go out and do events. That stuff gets me excited. I don't know about y'all, but that has never existed. Man, if this program existed when I was going to school, when I was in Barber College, if this program existed, I'd have broken my neck trying to get into this program. I'd have sold my car, my mama's car, my homeboy's car. I'd have sold cars that didn't even belong to me to get into this program. This would have been the pinnacle of what I need to be doing and where I need to be to get my own mobile salon bus, and partnering with multi-million-dollar companies, billion-dollar companies. Guys, we ain't gonna talk about this because y'all know me good and well. I don't have to sell a thing. I don't have to sell nothing on this program. I just tell you what it is. You make your decision. I just tell you what it is, and then you make your decision. That's very easy, very plain. Now, whether you have the monies to move forward or not, that's on you. Whether you're going to do what it takes to actually make a move, that's on you. Whether you want to be a part of something that's about to change the entire Barber Beauty industry, that's on you. I do not care. I'm here to share the information, and whoever the Lord puts in my path, that's who I roll with. If you're not to be rolling with me, He will remove you from my path. That's how I roll. And it's been working all the way up to now. I'm 40-something years old. It's been working all the way up to now. I'm going to keep rolling with it because it works. Simple as that. Thank you, Shanae. Shanae said, amen, amen, amen. Thank you very much. Hey, it is what it is. I can't sugarcoat it no other kind of way. I can't make it bend or sway any other kind of direction. I'm literally telling people exactly what it is. They can believe me or not. I don't care. I don't care whether people believe me or not. It is what it is. They'll believe it when they see it. That's what I love. I love that part. They're going to believe it when they see these when they see these buses rolling and they're everywhere. Because right now they're not everywhere. You don't see mobile salon buses rolling around the streets everywhere. But we're going to be in a building where we're going to be able to crank these mothers out like it ain't nobody's business. We finna crank out buses like it's the 4th of July. And then they'll see them everywhere. I spent enough money. Shoot, it's going down. I got politicians and congressmen and things that I deal with to make sure this thing is a reality and is a win-win. Just literally to make sure that we're following the law and that we don't get halfway down the road and someone says, "Hey, you can't do that. Hey, this is not legal, or this is that." No, the hell you say. Everything we do is on the up and up. We make sure of that. So we keep moving in that direction to make sure that everything is done properly, decently, and in order, so that we don't have no problems later on. This is a mode, like we say, we play with live fire, live ammunition over here. It's a big, big deal, and we want to make sure that we do it right. Okay. All right, guys. Let me run this quick commercial. I just got a quick commercial. They're talking about my stencils, and they want to see that brand. So let's jump on that real quick. Then we'll be right back. It's only a couple of seconds or whatever, and then we'll be back, and then we'll close out the show. All right. If you got questions, guys, put them in the chat. Y'all know the routine. Y'all know the drill. Put your questions in the chat, and I'll be able to answer them directly. I'll be right back after this message. The Hair Art Network is finally introducing the tools that are used to create those wild and awesome barber etchings and hair art designs. The new Hair Art STENCIL Kit. Go to www.MrHairArt.com to purchase your very own Hair Art STENCIL Kit. Mr. Ronnie Mac, also known as MrHairArt, has created this product just for you. Inside this kit, you'll find the tools you need to create your own fabulous works of hair art. From the clear, durable stencils to the color pencils and hair art spray, everything you'll need to make more money easier and faster, whether you're amateur or professional.
To order this Hair Art Stencil Kit or any of our hair art products, call 1-800-406-7711, or you can order online at www.MrHairArt.com.
Order now and get in on the new, more profitable world of hair art. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Dre. I do have some for tomorrow. I should have something for you guys for tomorrow. Let's see. Miss Veronique says, sounds like the best plan is yeah. I have the investment plan. I also have the referral program that I was telling you guys about before. If you have someone that was wanting to sign up into the program, it's very difficult right now because we're so full. But if you're vouching for someone, or if you have someone that you think will benefit from the program, you're able to bring them in. Just let me know who they are, and I will, evaluate them and do an interview right there over the phone to bring them into the program directly. And you also get a percentage. You actually get paid from the people that you bring in. So it's kind of like the franchise program. You basically make money off of the people that you bring in. So damn near like our MLM. You can bring in this many people and this many, and builds a pyramid, and that's many people down deep and all. Mess around with all that. Whoever you bring in, you make money off of them. You literally get a percentage of the monies that they spend and the monies that they make. You'll be making money off of that. I told you guys before, I like a platform to where you can have residual income. You have monies coming in, whether you're going to work or not. You have monies continuously coming in because you did the work. If you bring somebody and get them into the system, into the program, you'll actually start getting paid off of the monies that they make and the monies that they're paying. Even their $5,000 deposit, you actually get a percentage of that. You'll get monies from that. Any monies that they spend, you'll get a cut of it. You'll get an actual piece of it. We bring that monies out of our sponsorship and out of our beneficiaries. They're supporting all of the moves that we make. So we're able to support this move by saying, hey, we want our people to be secure. We want our people to be able to work wholesomely. That means having monies coming in on a regular basis and not be bogged down with bills. So they understand that. So they allow us to build programs like our referral program that literally works to where you're bringing people in, they spend money, and you get a piece of that money. You actually get a percentage of it. So it works extremely well. Okay. Donut, what's up, Donut? Donut says, can he sign up to the hair artist art? I think he said, I think he meant hair artist program. Yes, you can go into hair artist. You can go into the Mobile Salon program or the My Schools Online, which is the official website, My Schools Online, because it has a bunch of different schools on there. But going to the where everybody goes to the Mobile Salon School, you can sign up to the hair artist school as well. You can sign up there, or you can go into MrHairArt.com on my website. You can sign up there, or you can contact me directly and sign up, and I'll get you into the program. It's $1,000, and it gets you into the program to get you licensed as a hair artist. And when you get into the Mobile Salon Bus, you'll actually get paid more because you're a hair artist and not just a barber or a stylist. Hair artists get paid more because they're able to do more artist type haircuts and hairstyles and do advertising and things of that nature. So you get paid a whole lot more being a hair artist than just being a regular barber or stylist. Okay. Phil says he's checking in on school. Yeah, Phil, I talked to Kenny. I think Kenny was another. It was just you two that had glitches on you guys' program. So I don't know if you were in yesterday and was hearing me on about that, but we got it narrowed down to what is going on. So we're going to get that fixed this week. Actually get it fixed so where once it's fixed, we don't have to go through it again. That's the whole point. So we'll get that done this week and get you guys moving on throughout the school and get you finished on out the program. The new courses, they're going to be a little bit more involved because we had to change up some stuff before because of the incidents that we had with the people that were already in buses. But the new program you guys should be able to get into with no problem and go ahead and smoke them on out. If not, y'all will have a direct line to me to converse with me directly, since I have access to your accounts and everything in the school. I can't move it backwards and forwards, but I can help you out and get you in assessing it, finding out what's going on. I just helped out Denise. I helped out Terry, Miss Terry Curry, one of our old school students, Miss Veronique, Miss Rosemary, a bunch of different people that were in the school that needed some assistance. So I'm always available for you guys, especially during this show. If you guys address, bring it to me during the show, I can, we can knock that thing out right then and there. So it's no issue at all. Okay. Miss Butter says, how does he? Okay. I think that's for somebody else. Let me see. I think she's talking to somebody else in the chat, but I thought I saw something that was for me. Okay, how does the referral program work? We just talked about that. The referral program work. If you're asking kind of to elaborate, we can elaborate more into that on our next program, but it's essentially, like we said, we're going to have a referral program breakdown on the website. Okay, inside mobileon.com. When you go to mobileon.com, you can go under referrals and you can actually see the breakdown of how it's going to work, because it's actually going to be a full-scale business model. Okay, meaning people can make a living. They can literally make a living off going and collecting people to come in and sign up to be mobile salon operators, working on the bus, as well as companies. If you have companies or investors that are wanting to come into the program, you can make a whole ridiculous amount of money by bringing companies to advertise on the buses or investors to invest in the bus. They're investing $100,000 and you're getting a cut of that. Imagine. It's all fluctuating, but the numbers will be broken down comparative to who you are and where you are and what you're doing and your involvement and all that type of stuff will gauge on the scale about how much you'll make off of bringing someone in. So say for instance, if you're bringing in an investor that is paying $100,000 and you're getting 5% or 7% or even 10%, 10% of $100,000, that's $10,000. Come on, dude. Really? What the hell? Just for showing this program to someone and then they come in to make money? Because y'all know our investment program, it has a unheard of return of 20% per year. So you're doing 20% return on a $100,000 investment. Nobody has that. Nobody. So if you're telling somebody that, or letting someone know that, and they come in, they actually invest, or they get into the program, you'll get a piece of that under our referral program. So we'll have that on the website as well, along with the other auxiliary programs that we're putting together for you guys to be able to make money. Like, for instance, our buses, the bus program. When you're in the bus and you want to do some events, you'll be able to sign up and actually get your bus scheduled for the different events that you qualify for. That means that they're in your area. That means that they have a certain range for you that you want to get paid to do those events, a certain amount of heads or a certain type of heads, and a certain compensation package, the whole 9 yards. You're able to sign up for those programs and do those types of events. They have events every day. Every single day, multiple events everywhere, all over the place. There are events to where you're able to sign up and actually go and attend or be a part of those events, shows, competitions, the nightclub events, concerts, school events, college events, all football, sporting events, tons of events every single day. And you signing up for because we book them ourselves, and we say we got buses that can come out and do these events. XYZ is how much it costs, and as well as events that you guys bring to us and say, hey, I would love to do this event or love to do that event. Can you have one of your agents go and check this out and see if it's possible? So we, like Comic-Con, we're working on a Comic-Con event to where we can go out there and set up a few buses and literally do cartoon or superhero characters in the hair on people's heads that come out to Comic-Con. And we charge per head, and we're able to do the advertising packages as well, along with sponsorship packages where they pay us to do certain superheroes or certain movie characters, all that type. Guys, we're talking thousands of dollars per event to do these events. Some of the events are smaller, like, little high school events where you get a couple $100 or whatever. And then some are extremely large, like Super Bowls or championship NBA games and things like that, where the numbers can get astronomical. So just think about that when you're thinking about moving this thing forward and with us, because that's how we work. To get into a business where you're now able to work on a mobile salon bus and work with a company that partners with you to put you in a position where you can literally make up to and over $1 million doing hair. No, that's unheard of. I don't give a shit who you talk to or what y'all got going on. I don't know of anybody in this entire industry that has a platform where you can make up to and over $1 million doing hair. No, it doesn't happen. Nobody has it. If they do have it, bring them to me. Let's compare company to company. Let's compare program to program. I want to see them. I want to see it. And that's why I put mine on the map. That's why I'm literally showcasing mine. So January 1st, this whole program goes public. Everybody will see how this thing works. Everybody will be able to be a part of it. We'll be able to engage in it, download our app, request buses to come to their home, the whole 9 yards. Everybody will have that ability to see how this thing works, to be able to invest in it, to be able to be a sponsor, to be an advertiser. The whole 9 yards starts on January 1st. Now, obviously, we're doing it right now. We're obviously doing the whole program now. We're signing up people now. We're signing up investors now. We're signing up sponsors. Obviously, we've been signing up sponsors since before COVID. But we're signing up sponsors. We're signing up investors. We're signing up advertisers. And we're signing up students, which is the mobile salon operators. All of that stuff melds together, and then we roll this thing out under test purposes. And then once we're all the way done, which we're super close right now, we're literally dangling the last pieces of the puzzle. And then we launch on January 1st, and that's it. It's a done deal. So mark my words, guys. Prepare yourself. It's about to hit the fan. And if you're on board, if you're already in, you set. You're good to go. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. I will be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I tackled as many other questions as I could so far. If you have any other questions that I did not address, please put them in the comment or email them to me or text them to me, and I will put them in tomorrow's show. I answer any and all questions that I can get to or that is answerable on this show at 6 o'clock every day on the weekdays. We may be going back to weekends before next year. We'll see. But for right now, it's 6 o'clock every day on the weekend. Central Standard Time. Remember that question. Central Standard Time, because we're in Dallas, Texas. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everybody for coming in. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm Ronnie Mac, owner of the Shops Salons Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobileon.com. The application is at the top of the page. On the right-hand side, click on that application, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything is good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please go to our charity. We have our own charity called Triple H. Stands for Haircuts for the Helpless and Homeless. We use your donations to build our buses that go out and do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. We also use your donations to pay the barbers and stylists to do the haircuts for the helpless and homeless. We have our show. We got a ton of shows in the can for Triple H. That's actually going to be aired on our reality show. So I was impressed with that. The whole thing looks extremely good. I did not think it was going to look that good. I mean, it was good looking, it was clear, it was very, very informative, and it was entertaining. Oh man, it was some crazy shit. It was some good stuff in there, guys. Y'all are gonna absolutely love that show. It's a reality show about mobile salons and how our world revolves, what we do, and how we operate mobile salon buses. But the charity portion of it, where we go out and they because I used to do it myself. And I'm finna go get back into doing it because that was wild stuff. It's dangerous, but it's wild stuff. You dealing with some crazy. I know I'm over time, but I had to address this. And this wasn't a question. This just something came across my mind. They're barbers and they're stylists out here that's taking care of homeless people. It's one thing to take care of vets, because we go to VAs and stuff like that and take care of people that are in low income housing or kids in school that need assistance or social programs, stuff like that. But to do the homeless and people that are strung out on drugs, people that are kind of lost, head wise, and they're kind of out there, man, they are the most entertaining, crazy kind of, you just have to see it. You have to see it and hear it to make you put your life in perspective. They tell you stories that make you say, "Oh man, I got a roof over my head. I got a car to drive. I got a husband or a wife. I got kids. I got people that love me. I can go and eat whatever I want to eat and go where I can go and watch the movies if I want to. I can sit in my living room and watch TV." They make you think because they're living in a cardboard box. They're living in a tent under the bridge. Imagine that. They're living in a tent under the bridge. This is not camping. One guy was, and one of the guys, I saw some footage because I wasn't doing it, but I saw him take care, and they was cutting his hair and all kind of guys. This is what I say. This ain't for everybody. And I know I'm over time, but I just have to address it. They're cutting his hair, and there's bugs and stuff coming out of his hair. And my guy is so professional. He's just taking the spray. That's a natural spray that has a soap and a cleanser in there. That when you spray the bugs, the lice and the bugs that come out of people's hair, they spray it and they die instantly. I said, what the hell shit damn. What the hell? And he just going. He's just bam, bam, bam. Bugs start coming out. He hit it with the spray, bam, bam, bam. And then he lights all the chair up and just hit. And I was like, man, this dude is a gangster. He's a gangster. And I haven't even had to deal with, I mean, I had to deal with some pretty gross stuff. People's skin peeling off and their patches of hair coming out with pieces of skin. It's some real for real stuff. When y'all see this program, it's gonna make you think. It's gonna make you appreciate what you got, and I think the rest of the world will start to see and appreciate what they have and start to treat people better and start to kind of develop this thing a little bit better than what we have. But that, man, mobile salon reality show. It's a reality show about mobile salon. That's what it is. They were asking me what is the show about. No, it's not on yet. We're filming. We're filming a bunch of episodes so that at the first of the year we can actually launch it, and we're shopping it around right now because we had some interest from people that were talking about buying the show from us. So we don't know. We just have to keep going because we have our own platform. We have our own channel called MrHairArt TV. So it's a hair channel. We just have to see what happens. All right, let me get up out of here, guys. Thank y'all for coming through. We got a lot of stuff coming, guys. A lot of stuff coming. So kind of, get prepared. Get prepared. That's all I can say is get prepared. It's about to hit the fan. We're going to have fun doing this thing. I'll see you all tomorrow. Everybody be careful out there. And remember our motto, respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.